All right, let's talk hard numbers. Every week, Signal highlights hard numbers, global hard numbers you should be caring about. Let's start with 250,000.
So in 2017, 250,000 people left Turkey for political, social, or cultural reasons, and that was more than twice the number of the year before. What's particularly interesting about this group of people who's left is that it's primarily young people in their 20s and 30s, and primarily from the large cities. This is a demographic that is in large part opposed to the increasingly authoritarian government of President Erdogan. So what you're starting to see is this combination of economic pressure and increasing political authoritarianism driving out the youngest and potentially most talented people. It's a situation of brain drain to keep an eye on in Turkey.
2,312.
So researchers who are mapping illegal mining activities in the Amazon rainforest have found 2,312 mining sites, and among those, 250 of them are actually large-scale operations that operate completely without legal oversight. They're mining for gold in particular, but also for rare minerals that are used to produce cell phones and microchips. And the problem is that, look, mining in the Amazon is bad for the environment no matter how you slice it, but in particular, illegal mining has a particularly negative effect on deforestation, contamination of the rainforest. And the countries involved, the leading countries where they found them are Venezuela, Brazil, and Ecuador, and they don't cooperate on stamping this out, right? So the Brazilians will try and push out some illegal miners, and they'll just turn up in Venezuela, and the Venezuelans will do it, and then they'll go. So it's a big problem.
Yeah.
42.
42. So 42% of people surveyed by the Pew Global Attitude Survey say that Russia today has more influence internationally than it did 10 years ago. Look at the news. It's hard to deny that that's true. And that, of course, makes Vladimir Putin quite happy, right? And when he first came into office, almost 20 years ago, one of his tasks was to bring Russia back on the world stage. If you ask people whether they think that's a good thing, only about a third of respondents say that they trust Putin to do the right thing on the global stage. And actually, of all the countries they surveyed, there were just four, I think, in which a majority of people had a positive view of Russia. And that was the Philippines, Tunisia, South Korea, and Greece. Everyone else has a majority negative view of Russia, even though a large group of people see Russia's influence rising. So make of that what you will.
South Korea is interesting. Real quick, is Russia still a superpower?
Oh. You're going to hit me with that right before I leave?
I know.
I think that Russia is, well, it depends what you mean by superpower.
Right. They have nuclear weapons, I get that.
They have nuclear weapons. Can they affect political outcomes in any part of the globe from a strategic or economic perspective? No. But can they pick their spots and punch way above their weight in certain areas?
Look at that. You did that in 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Very good.
That's
I like to hear. Really interesting. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
So you can check out all of these stories and more by subscribing to the Signal newsletter. Sign up for it at g0media.com.